Double, double. Big, big.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be second and about a yard. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34.
Set. White 80. Check 53. Kings.
On second down, Roethlisberger. Over the middle, it's caught by Rodgers. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So now first and 10 in Chiefs territory, right at the 40.
Blue 30. Double. Big. 24.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Antonio Brown, 40 yards. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead.
Well, partner, go ahead and strike up the band. Cue up the dance moves. AB is in the end zone yet again. And that's not a surprise at all. His ability to turn something into a bigger play after the catch, that run after catch, one of the things that helps separate him as one of the elite receivers in the NFL.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Kickoff down to the touchdown.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go now. Green, 90.
Ware takes the give from Mahomes. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Here we go. Blue 45. Blue 45. Watch 54. Slow. Left.
Now Mahomes throwing on second down. Eluding the pressure right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. T.J. Watt in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Gonna need better protection here. Third and long following the sack for Mahomes and company.
Here we go.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He's gonna go deep for Conley. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field.
Here we go now. Green 39.
They do go for it. It's Mahomes. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 21 yards there. A big play on fourth down. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Here we go.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Setting up the receiver screen here to Thomas. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Slow.
And again, it's Mahomes. And he'll go right back to Thomas, complete again. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Chiefs, they've got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is starting.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. A first trip to the red zone for KC. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17.
Here we go. Blue 45. Blue 45.
Mahomes to throw once more. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Thomas. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Ace.
Now it's Mahomes again. That's complete right around the 8. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. First target, first catch, and a first down.
Ace. Oh, yeah.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. He's got it. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Thomas. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That'll go as a loss of 9, and it leads to 3rd down. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? From the gun, it's Mahomes. Forced out to his left. This is caught. Watkins. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Well, they are able to get 9 yards out of that, but now it's 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Here we go with Williams. And he's not going to get there. They tackle him at the 2. There to stop him, Terrell Edmonds. A chance to get some momentum here in the 2nd quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure, you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in, but I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the 2nd quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I don't want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. And when you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
Roethlisberger finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. They go play action here on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Rodgers. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this.
It's our field. Hey, it's our... Eight. Check 3.
Now a play fake here on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
That's where you belong.
On third down, Roethlisberger. And they get to him with a pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. Anthony Hitchens coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be fourth down. They'll indeed go for it with Roethlisberger. And the pressure gets to him again. Anthony Hitchens in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Hey, guys. Left. We got to stand up over there. Check. Ace. Z.
Mahomes now on first down. To the right side, it's Kelsey.
They're not ready for this, man.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Travis Kelsey, 31 yards. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Roethlisberger now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. Eric Murray that time there to knock it away. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on second and 10. Second and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Anthony Hitchens getting him once again. His third sack of the afternoon. Now Ben on third and long. He gets it to Brown. Complete. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Single, slot. Hey, you're double bump. You're on an island.
Now Roethlisberger on first down. Now he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. Allen Bailey in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
Good job, guys.
Back him up.
Jack 16.
On second down, here's Roethlisberger. Throw left side is complete to Rodgers. And the ball is knocked out, and I think the Chiefs have it. They do.
Hey. We got 4. We got 4 down. 4 down.
Number 21 recovers the loose ball on the play.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10.
So. Watch left. Here we go now. Blue 45. Blue 45. Watch 98. Watch 98. 98's the mic. Left.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. Dancing to his left. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
Z. Left.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. He's going to let this one go deep. And that is incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt.
Back to return.
Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. A tie game. I don't think anybody in this building, including you or I, was expecting that.
No, I would agree with that totally. I didn't expect to see it at all, but I kind of like where they were going with this. You know, as you said, tie game, trying to steal a possession, steal an advantage, and you told your defense at the half you were going to do it, which also told them that you had confidence in them in case it failed, as that one just did.
And now you've given good field position here to start the third quarter. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Let's go, Z. Ace. Slam.
On second down, here's Mahomes, escaping the pressure. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Bud Dupree able to get in and run him down for a loss of 14. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack for Mahomes and company.
Here we go. Blue 45. Left.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Javon Hargrave in there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Come on, lad. We better than that.
They do go for it. It's Mahomes. Flushed out right. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Sammy Watkins, 60 yards. And the Chiefs are in for 6. Butker on for the PAT. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. Butker now to kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
And there's a man they call AB, always a volume receiver. He gobbles up catches, holds the number 2 and number 4 spots for most receptions in a season in NFL history. And in 2015, just 7 catches shy of setting the single-season mark for most receptions, currently held by Marvin Harrison, a Hall of Famer.
Yeah, he had 136 catches that year on the heels of 129 the season before. And he stopped immediately there. The All-Pro Justin Houston in on the tackle. From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make this a second down. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And this time, he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. That is caught at the 7. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 23 yards on the play. Ben to throw again. And they get to him with a pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. Chris Jones in there to record another sack, their 6th of the afternoon. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And now we're all even. Brand new ball game, tie game.
In a sense, you're starting over. Tie ball game, everyone's back to even, back to equal. A good job getting back in it.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And we are tied at 14.
Pittsburgh is lined up for the kickoff. Number 10, back to return.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Here at the stadium.
Double tight, double tight. 3 down, 3 down.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. He gets it complete to Harris. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play. And it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Throw left side, taken in by Hill.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 37 yards. And the Chiefs have broken our tie as they take the lead.
Touchdown, touchdown.
And this is no good. It's a missed extra point. Boy, in a tight game, how important might that turn out to be here as the second half rolls along? Butker now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Steelers' offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Oh, nice pick, nice pick. Jam him, jam him, jam, jam.
They'll try to get this running game going with Williams. A great move in there, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Inside the red zone, and that means don't come away from there with anything less than 3 points, but everyone's thinking about 6. They're trying to get to the end zone. They decide to run a toss. Big people up front being mobile and moving, and a running back trying to follow behind them to find yardage, and that's exactly what he did.
Check. Check 31.
Left.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And he's going to drop this off to Williams, complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Boy, you talk about not playing it safe. Why were they going for it there, Charles?
It's got to be a full evaluation of their team. Do they trust their defense in this situation? Maybe they think they've given all they can in this game and they don't have anything left. Do they not trust that the other team's quarterback is just so hot that no matter where they get the ball, they go downfield? Remember when Bill Belichick went for it in that game, right, against Indianapolis on the road, and everybody said, why'd you go for it there? I think he just thought to himself, on the other side, if they get the ball, they're going downfield anyway. He was trying to end the game right there with his own offense.
Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards that time for number 19.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
And his throw here is going to be incomplete. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Over the middle, it's caught by Rodgers. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A very solid gain of 27.
That's it, baby. That's it.
Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this.
He's going. Monday. Single.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. 1st down now, but that clock rolling.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. I'm coming.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
You better. Side! Like 20? I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it.
He's back to throw. Flush to his right. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain.
53, Mike.
They'll run it now out of the gun, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here.
53, Mike, 53. Man out.
He'll look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that's going to make it fourth down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. So down 6, and they know they need this one on fourth down.
8. Let's go. Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. Get that quarterback. Double bump. Get that quarterback.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
We got double tight. 3 down. Mike's 54.
On the run, it's Ware.
Yeah, let's get a sack line.
It's a gain of 14 there, and that should be enough to get him home free.
Whenever we meet with coaches and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, it's oftentimes with a good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find because the colleges are giving us a whole lot of receiving tight ends, former wide receivers who can run, not necessarily block very well. In this case, though, we saw 2 tight ends on the field, both of them with the ability to block, and he ran the ball successfully behind that power set.
Now hold everything here. EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the architectural wonder that is the Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. We thought the old place was loud. Somehow this place got even louder a short time ago as the Falcons were introduced to this sellout crowd. We're set to go as the Falcons get ready to match up with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Oh, and how about this? An onside kick to start the game.
Number 17, waiting to return.
And a good job here by the Falcons, their hands team, able to recover it. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that, just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics would tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it second down.
Gun. High five. Let's go. Ready. Back 25.
Now it's Ryan. Blitz coming, and down he goes. T.J. Watt coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot. That they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation, allows him to get home.
And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
But one thing's for sure, when you've got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively.
20.
54's Mike. Check.
They'll indeed go for it with Ryan. That's to his running back, complete. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Hey, me and you all get.
Good job, guys.
I'm coming after you.
First carry for James Conner. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
I'm going to run you over.
Focus.
Run you over.
Double bump.
25, check 25.
On second down, Roethlisberger. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant, and he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Today, baby, not today.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Tuesday. Wait. Let's go.
After the interception, here's Ryan. Schwab, and he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Falcons. Austin Hooper, 48 yards. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. Now Matt Bryant on for the point after. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0.
Atlanta is lined up for the kickoff.
Here's Bosher to kick it away.
Back to return.
Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Blue 80! Hey, gun. Wait!
Let him know.
Let him go!
Now Ryan on 1st down. Sanu with a grab over the middle. And he gets it down to the 32. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Ready! Blue 80!
3 down. Back's mine.
11!
54, right there. 54.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Drops it off for Coleman. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That goes for a gain of 31.
I know you feel
So what's the old expression that quarterbacks like to use when they decide to throw the football? I'm looking for either a touchdown or a check down. And he took the check down on that play, and it worked almost to perfection.
54, Sam!
Hey, we got 3 down.
Let's go!
Switch!
They'll run here with Freeman. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman taking it in from a yard out. And the Falcons will extend their lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Bryant's extra point up and good. And it's now 14-0. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. That's a loss of 8 yards there to bring up 3rd.
You gotta spin.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger.
All day, just like that.
And he's got Rodgers. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. Give him 7 on the play, and it's a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2. They're looking at a second and short yardage to start things out.
Plenty of EA Sports are available at the Steeler shop or online at PS4.com.
Check nickel. Kings.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll be third down. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. Now Roethlisberger on first down.
I got it.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there and good defense.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Grady Jarrett breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. So the sack, and now a third and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He'll rifle this one deep right. And Big Ben intercepted a third time. Picked up by Keanu Neal.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation. But sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Pick. Nice pick.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now, 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Ready. Stay on the slot. Shut down. Motion. Check. Ready, go.
From the shotgun, Ryan. He completes it to Julio Jones. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. And that's the connection, Ryan to Jones, that this defense obviously has to key in on.
Certainly feels like they got the party started with that one, doesn't it? And when those two get in sync, it just scares the heck out of defenses because he can hit Julio Jones in a short zone, and he can take it the whole way.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. Hey, express. Guys, check me out. We got 3 down, but we got to stand up over there.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
21.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Now, that's a defensive coordinator's nightmare right there. You're covering everyone, and the guy's not even the intended receiver ends up making the play.
Right place, right time, I guess.
When that ball's tipped up in the air like that, you've got to go up and get it. Offense and defense, and in this case, the offense ended up grabbing it.
Let's go, defense. Let's go.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. First and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big.
Hey, wait. Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single.
From the gun, it's Ryan. And that is incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down.
Ready. White 25. 3 down. Hey, wait. Hey, watch. Gun. Mike 54.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. It's caught inside the 25. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. The NFL on EA Sports is in the Steel City at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. They love the black and gold here in the Steel City, and a few moments ago, their Steelers emerged from the Heinz Field tunnel. They're set, we're set, as the Steelers are ready to do battle with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. And the Eagles dodge a bullet. They cover it up.
Philadelphia with the recovery on the outside kick.
Check 26, check 26.
Hey, stash.
Heavy.
Here we go. 180.
Wentz now on first down, eluding the press. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. T.J. Watt coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
Okay, partner, a couple points of interest right here, all right? Offensively, we see that they came out throwing the football, but maybe more importantly, the blitz that came defensively, they got right after him.
And you were telling me pregame before we came on air, you think this is something we could see a lot.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because this is a unit that wants to play the game on their terms.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long.
Tight ends on the Ringo.
Great. Goal. 120.
Wentz going to throw. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away.
51-yard punt. A loss on the return.
Snickers, 66.
Strong left.
In your face.
On first down, it's Roethlisberger. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. First down. So a little more space to work with here from the 13 on 1st and 10.
Set. 180.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Eight.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And that one results in 35 yards.
Here we go.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10.
Set.
On first and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on first down. And it's caught. It's Brown. Touchdown, Steelers. Antonio Brown, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Boswell good with the extra point. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
And out now come the Eagles. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. Oh, and now he bowls him over. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
Well, plenty of credit has to go to the guy carrying the ball. He broke the tackle and gained the yardage. But that doesn't necessarily mean that the defender's bad. They're not going to make 100% of the tackles all the time. Even the best in the game will miss one occasionally. The key is not to let it snowball and miss tackle after tackle. On that play, credit to the offense, but that doesn't make the defense bad.
A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Blue 30.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
We'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely, frees up your guys elsewhere. And he comes back with one complete. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. The result, a first down as the quick slant gets him 14.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
That one goes for 24 yards.
Jack 16. Set. Black 30. Black 30.
Again, it's Roethlisberger. Over the middle here to Brown. And into the end zone. Touchdown. The NFL on EA Sports is in the Steel City at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Denver Broncos. And wow, a gamble here right off the bat, an onside kick to begin the game.
Number 23, waiting to reserve. Denver with the recovery on the onside hit.
Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right.
On 53.
Keenum on first down. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a long night.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
Let's go, let's go.
I got wide.
On first down, Keenum. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for second down. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long. Back to throw, Keenum. Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. On play action, now Keenum. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
And that hits the right upright and caroms away. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that hollow metal sound is the bane of any kicker's existence, and here, that sound is going to keep our game scoreless.
And you could see him give that body English as the ball was in the air. Come on, baby, come on! But no dice that time.
Here's Roethlisberger. Throw left side complete. That's Connor. And give him a gain of 37.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
Mike 51, Mike 51.
Roethlisberger will throw. And that is incomplete. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Set. Wide 80. Flat, flat.
2nd and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Connor. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll bring up a third down. Now Roethlisberger. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And down inside the 15 he goes. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down. A first opportunity for the Steelers in the red zone. It's first and 10 at the 14. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's caught. It's Brown. Touchdown, Steelers. Antonio Brown, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been...
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. T.J. Watt not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Keenum now to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. T.J. Watt in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Got a man. He finds Sanders. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Give him 30 yards there. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback.
Now the big play pushes them all the way out to the 40 now for first down.
Roger.
Now a first down throw. Keenum. That's caught left side by Jake Butt. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now Keenum. Throw left side complete. That's Lindsey. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
Watch left. Tight end to the left, tight end left.
To the air again, Keenum. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now Keenum again. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Sanders. Keenum to Sanders for the Denver first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
He goes to use you.
On 1st and 10, Keenum. Now he's flushed out left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Keenum. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Jake Butt, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game.
That's almost just not right. You cover everybody, but those tight ends, they can be awfully reliable.
Very reliable. The defense just has to hate those guys.
This drives them crazy because oftentimes you can't match up with them. They have you either with size, speed, or maybe even just strength.
Number 10, ready to return.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Steelers' offense gets ready to get back onto the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It's a gain of 5, and it'll make it a second down. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Over the middle, complete. That's Brown. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Here we go. Watch 7. Watch
Double, double.
Watch 7.
Set. White 80.
Single.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Now the Steelers hustling up to the line of scrimmage. Now Roethlisberger to throw on second down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Let's go, let's go.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Jack 16.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Brown. The Broncos say they have it. They do. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Keenum. Sanders has it over the middle. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Sean Davis with a pick. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that...
And it's caught. It's Brown. Touchdown Steelers. Antonio Brown as the first half is winding down. And the Steelers are able to strike for 6. Boswell for the extra point. Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. They're spinning away. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field, and the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The final shot before half for Keenum. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. So we reach halftime here in the Steel City with the Steelers on top. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. The All-Pro Von Miller there on the tackle.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Jack 16. Set. White 80. Back.
On second down, here's Roethlisberger. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Let's go.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Monday. No bell. Set. Black 20.
Right there. 50.
On second down, Roethlisberger.
Get ready.
And it's caught. It's Brown. Touchdown, Steelers. Antonio Brown, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10, kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Jam.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. He finds an opening past the 40, and he'll take it to the 43-yard line. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Keenum now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. Keenum going to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. T.J. Watt, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offense...
And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Out of the gun, Keenum. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Patrick. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. They'll get 19 out of this, but it will still bring up a 4th down.
Oh, yeah!
Desperation time for Keenum on 4th. And no, it's incomplete. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover.
Set. White 80.
Hey, watch Sam.
On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, a 22.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Here's Roethlisberger to throw. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Set. White 80.
Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Big Ben with his 4th touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead.
And in this day and age, I would love to play quarterback in the NFL. Wide open offenses, acrobatic receivers. If you're accurate, you're going to have days like this.
Boswell good with the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. They go play action here on first down. T.J. Watt in there yet again. My goodness, make it 5 sacks for him now in this one game alone. Keenum to throw on second down. Over the middle, complete. It's Sanders. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a first down. Now a play fake here on first down. Looking deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing on first down is Keenum. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Here's Keenum. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. A great move in there, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. 5 yards on the pickup, and all of a sudden here, it's third down.
But it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on third down.
Now Keenum, gotta have this one. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. In for the score. And the Broncos cut into that lead.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game, they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just given them a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the corner, Tremaine Brock. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. To throw is Keenum. And that's incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Orange, orange! Mary left, Mary left!
Kill, kill, kill!
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one.
Single. Bell. Jack 16. Watch 84.
Roethlisberger going to throw it. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Eight.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Eli Rogers, the intended receiver. And it's second down. How good has he been throwing the football, though? Despite that incompletion, that's just the third time he's been off target this entire game.
And Brandon, I've been on the other side of this equation, trying to defend a guy who's been this hot, and it chips away at your confidence. And when you're not confident when you're trying to defend, it makes you slower to the football, and it leads to more completions for them.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
On third down, Roethlisberger. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a fourth down. Despite the lead here in the fourth, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on fourth down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, you and I have both been to practices where we've seen, hey, third down situation, big third down alert, lock in here, fourth down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Tight left. Tight ends left.
Hey, go, Roger.
Four down.
22.
From the gun, here's Keenum. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. The 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Extra point now by Boswell. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And Denver getting set to take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. One last throw for Keenum. Sutton reeling it in on the left side. And, Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal, win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win at home, boy, what a great feeling that is. You don't even mind if people are at your house when you get home after a win like that.